Hello and welcome back, adventurers, and a warm welcome to all the new souls who've joined our cosmic caravan. Come, gather around, for today we embark on a journey like no other. Let the shimmering starlight guide your heart and soul as we delve into the captivating story of Arion. Let the tales of old whisk you away to lands unknown. So, settle in. Let your imagination soar, and let's begin. In the realm of Etheria, a land where the tapestry of the night was as vibrant as tales told by old, Arion's arrival was nothing short of a celestial ballet. As the meteor showers painted the skies, one star, brighter and more resplendent than the others, descended gracefully. Its luminescence touched the earth, and from its brilliance a child was born. His name was Arion. The elders, wise beings who read stories in the constellations, gathered around this miracle. They spoke of an ancient prophecy that told of a star-touched child. His destiny was dual-edged. His heart's choices would either be the beacon guiding realms to golden eras or the storm that would thrust them into unfathomable darkness. Growing up, Arion was different, and the world knew it. By day, his laughter had the power to make flowers bloom out of season, and by night, his dreams would dance in the sky, sometimes as shooting stars and other times as northern lights. But being star-touched wasn't without its challenges. Children, out of innocent curiosity, would often poke and prod, hoping to see if he'd glow or float. Yet, even amidst this, a few genuine friendships blossomed, especially with Lysa, a girl with an uncanny ability to see beyond the obvious, beyond the celestial. Their bond was one of kindred spirits, and she became his anchor, his connection to the land he was destined to the land he was destined to the save or doom. As Arion grew, he often visited the astral observatory, a place where the elders deciphered the cosmos. Elder Arion, the most revered of them all, took young Arion under his wing. He told tales of heroes of yore, of celestial wars, of times when stars fell in love with mortals, and of the great cosmic dance. But woven within these tales were lessons and seeds sown to prepare Arion for the choices he'd one day have to make. Every night, before sleep claimed him, Arion would gaze at the vast expanse above, searching for the star that sacrificed its place in the heavens to give him life. And in those silent moments, he felt a pull, a yearning, an insatiable quest for purpose. Arion's transition from boyhood to man was marked not just by time, but by the awakening of his latent abilities. Where once he merely glowed with a gentle luminescence, now radiant light coursed powerfully through him, often manifesting in mysterious and unpredictable ways. His touch could heal. His gaze could pierce through illusions, and his voice, when sung in the ancient tongue, could summon winds or still storms. The realm of Etheria was vast, with many secrets tucked away in its corners, but none was as enigmatic as the bell tower of Eldoria. This ancient structure, wreathed in ivy and lore, stood untouched by time. Legend spoke of its bell, tolling only when the stars themselves whispered of change. So, when its deep chime echoed after centuries of silence, a ripple of anticipation spread across Etheria. Arion, sensing an inexplicable connection, was drawn to its call. Within the tower's shadowed alcoves, he discovered a scroll, not made of paper, but of woven starlight. The text shimmered and shifted, but to Arion's star-touched eyes, it read clear. It detailed his inaugural quest to assemble the starborn legendary beings that once roamed Etheria, but had long since faded into myth. His first hint was a riddle. In flames, reborn, in skies, it soars. Seek the bird where the sun adores. With only this cryptic clue, Arion embarked on his journey. Each step taken, each challenge faced, was not just to find these mythical beings, but to prove he was worthy of leading them. The road would test his resolve, challenge his perceptions, and force him to confront not only the external adversities, but also the tempest of doubt and fear within. And as he delved deeper into his mission, he'd soon realize that gathering the Starborn was not just about restoring balance to Etheria, but also rediscovering the tales and legacies that bound their world together. Arion's journey was not simply about distances covered or obstacles overcome. It was a tapestry of experiences, emotions, and enlightenment. The heart of Lyria Forest. Tales of the Phoenix were many, yet few knew its truth. Deep within the verdant embrace of Lyria Forest, a place where even shadows danced with magic, Arion sought the legendary phoenix, named Lyria, after the woods that kept her secrets. The trees whispered tales of her fiery rebirth and ethereal song. Yet, when Arion finally encountered her, she was a dwindling ember, her spirit broken by the weight of her endless cycle of death and rebirth. Through patience and empathy, he reminded her of her purpose and the hope she symbolized. Moved by his words and the purity of his mission, Lyria was reborn in a blaze of glory, pledging her eternal flames to Arion's cause. The depths of the umbral caves. Beyond the luminous canopy and into the earth's embrace, the umbral caves beckoned. Here, in the echoing silence, Gorg, a majestic gorgon with serpentine grace, hid away, shamed by the world's fear of his visage. While most tales painted Gorgons as monstrous, Gorg was an anomaly. His eyes, instead of petrifying, revealed truths. But the burden of this power weighed heavily upon him. Arion approached Gorg, not as a hero, seeking an ally, but as a friend, offering acceptance. By seeing the beauty in Gorg's curse, Arion not only gained a powerful ally, but also showed the Gorgon the strength that lay in his unique gift. The peaks of Mount Solinar. Rising high above the clouds, the peaks of Mount Solinar were said to touch the cosmos itself. It was here that Arion met Eris, a dragon as ancient as the stars, her scales shimmering like the very constellations. Eris was no mere beast, but a guardian of wisdom, her riddles protecting sacred truths. The challenge was not of might, but of intellect and spirit. Arion and Eris engaged in a duel of riddles, each more perplexing than the last. With wit, wisdom, and a shared respect, Arion earned Eris's trust, and she descended from her celestial perch to join his cause. Together, these beings, diverse in nature, yet united in purpose, forged an alliance. It was a bond, not of birthright or obligation, but of understanding and trust, and a shared destiny. Their combined strengths and stories would not only shape Arion's quest, but the very fate of Etheria itself. The rise of the Dark Seer. In the forgotten chasms of time, where even the oldest tales dared not tread, the Dark Seer was but a whispered legend, a cautionary tale told to errant children. Yet, unbeknownst to the world, in the obsidian heart of the abyss, he plotted and seethed, his ambitions never waning. The Dark Seer was not always an embodiment of malevolence. Once, he was known as Arion, a gifted astrologer who sought the secrets of the galaxies. But where Arion was touched by the star's grace, Alarion's hunger for cosmic power saw him delving into forbidden astral knowledge. In his quest, he embraced the void, forsaking starlight for shadow. Over time, the darkness consumed him, mutating him into the formidable Dark Seer. His resurgence was no mere return. It was an astronomical cataclysm. Stars flickered and waned as if in fear, and the once serene night sky now throbbed with an unsettling crimson hue. The very constellations seemed to warp and distort under his influence, with an army of night haunts, ethereal creatures birthed from corrupted stardust. He marched forth. These spectral entities thrived on despair, weaving into the dreams of the innocent, turning hope into fear and love into sorrow. Under his oppressive reign, landscapes changed. Once lush meadows withered to ash, and crystalline rivers ran thick and inky. The air grew dense, as if Etheria itself was gasping for breath. Towns and cities, previously bustling with life, now stood eerily silent, with only the occasional shadowy whisper to break the deafening silence. Even the strongest of kingdoms found their defenses crumbling, not just by the might of the night haunts, but by the insidious doubt and mistrust the Dark Seer's presence sowed among allies. Brotherhoods were broken, families torn apart, and heroes of legend fell into despair. Etheria, a realm that once danced in harmony with the galaxies, now found itself on the brink of annihilation. The stage was set for a conflict of celestial proportions, where the very essence of the realm, its past, present, and future, hung precariously in the balance. The Battle of Luminara. The chosen battlefield. Luminara was a testament to the very spirit of Etheria. Its valleys echoed tales of old. Its mountains stood as silent witnesses to countless epochs, and its rivers, gleaming streams of liquid gold, mirrored the dreams and aspirations of its denizens. This once peaceful land was now the epicenter of a clash that would shape the fate of realms. The first clarion of war resonated at dawn. As the sun's first light touched Luminara, both armies stood at opposite horizons. The Dark Seer's night haunts, an ever-shifting sea of malevolence, seemed almost infinite in number. Against this daunting backdrop, the Starborn, though clearly outnumbered, emanated an aura of determination. Their very presence was a beacon, piercing the impending gloom. The initial clash was deafening. Phoenix fire rained from the sky, challenging the cold obsidian flames of the night haunts. Gorge's gaze unveiled truths, breaking the illusions crafted by the enemy, while Eris soared high, her scales refracting starlight beams, disorienting the shadowy foes. At the heart of it all, Arion, glowing with stellar intensity, became the embodiment of hope, guiding his comrades, healing wounds, and bolstering spirits. Yet, the Dark Seer was no mere spectator. His command over the void granted him control over the very fabric of reality. Time would warp, space would bend, and more than once, the Starborn found themselves battling amidst twisted realms of the Seer's creation. The very ground beneath them would shift, and the once golden rivers would turn into treacherous voids, threatening to swallow them whole. But for every trick the Seer played, the Starborn found strength in unity. When Arion was ensnared in a trap of darkness, it was Lyria's flames that illuminated his path. When Eris was grounded, Gorge's mighty roars shook the earth, dislodging the chains that bound her. They fought, not as individuals, but as facets of a singular, shining crystal. Nights turned into days, and days into nights, as the battle seemed almost timeless. With each sunrise, the Starborn fought, not just for victory, but for the stories, dreams, and the very essence of Etheria. Each fallen comrade, rather than diminishing their resolve, added fuel to their spirit, reminding them of the stakes at hand. As the battle reached its crescendo, the two forces, light and shadow, collided with such intensity that the very skies above Luminara shimmered, reflecting the titanic struggle below. It was clear. This wasn't just a battle for territory or power, but for the soul of an entire realm. The celestial alignment. The weary remnants of the Starborn looked up, their spirits bruised, their strengths nearly depleted. The blanket of darkness brought forth by the Dark Seer was so profound that not even the brightest star could pierce through. The once golden landscape of Luminara was scarred, and the air was thick with despair. It was in this defining moment, as the very threads of hope seemed to be unraveling, that Arion stood tall. With the weight of the universe upon his shoulders, Arion closed his eyes, letting memories of his stellar birth flood his senses. He remembered the prophecies, the meteor showers, the soft lullabies sung by galaxies, and the eternal embrace of the cosmic winds. There, amidst the chaos of war, he started chanting, his voice a hauntingly beautiful melody that resonated with the frequencies of the universe. One by one, stars began to shimmer, brighter. Constellations, which had been obscured by the seer's malevolence, began to form patterns in the night sky. The grandeur of the celestial dance was a spectacle to behold. Planets, usually distant and unyielding, began to shift, aligning themselves in a configuration that had not been seen for millennia. Cosmic entities, the ancient guardians of the universe, awakened from their ageless slumber, sensing the call of a star born in distress. The Starborn, rejuvenated by the unfolding marvel, rallied once more. Lyria's flames blazed brighter. Gorge's eyes shone with unyielding conviction, and Eris took to the skies, her silhouette illuminated by the cosmic ballot above. As the alignment reached its zenith, a pillar of blinding light descended upon Arion. It wasn't just illumination, it was pure cosmic energy. The raw power of countless galaxies channeled through him, making him the conduit between Etheria and the universe. With outstretched arms, he released this energy in waves, pushing back the encroaching darkness, causing the night haunts to waver and disperse like mist at dawn. The Dark Seer, for all his might, could not withstand the combined might of the cosmos. His shadows receded, his grip on reality waned, and the abyss that birthed him beckoned once more. The aftermath of the celestial alignment saw a changed Luminara. The land, though scarred, shimmered with newfound vitality. The rivers of gold flowed once more, and the air was filled with melodies of renewal. The Starborn, standing amidst the rejuvenated realm, realized the profound truth. Their battle was not just a testament to their might, but a celebration of unity, hope, and the undying spirit of Etheria. As dawn broke, heralding a new era, the tales of their bravery, sacrifice, and the celestial alignment that saved Etheria would be sung for ages to come, reminding future generations that, even in the darkest of times, the universe conspires to aid those with unwavering hope. As the dust of war settled and life found its rhythm again, the world was no longer the same. Etheria's landscapes bore the marks of the past, yet within them was the promise of a brighter tomorrow. The meadows sprouted with colors unseen before. The rivers hummed tunes of joy, and the skies danced with stars that shone ever so vividly. Arion, with his celestial lineage, could have chosen a life of eternal splendor among the stars. Yet he chose Etheria, for his heart belonged to its people, to the tales yet to be told, with the Starborn by his side, Lyria, Gorg, and Eris. They embarked on a different journey, one that did not seek battles, but sought hearts and minds. Every village they entered, every city they graced, echoed with anticipatory silence, which was soon filled with their tales. Tales not just of their heroics, but of every soul who dared to hope, every warrior who defended the realm, and every dreamer who envisioned a world free from darkness. These tales were not just recollections, but became the very essence of the new world. They ignited passions, mended broken spirits, and sowed the seeds of dreams in young and old alike. As Arion often said, our tales are not of the past, but for the future. They are a reminder that even in our darkest hours, there's a star within each of us, waiting to shine. Years turned into centuries, and while the physical forms of the Starborn eventually merged with the cosmos, their stories remained, more alive than ever. In every corner of Etheria, under the canopies of ancient woods, by the firesides of bustling towns, and in the royal halls of great cities, their tale was retold, passed down from generation to generation. Thus, the legacy of the Starborn transcended time. They became immortal, not in the traditional sense, but in the way their spirit, their lessons, and their hope resonated in every heartbeat of Etheria. In their journey from warriors to storytellers, they left behind an invaluable treasure. The belief that no matter the adversities, the stories of hope, unity, and resilience would forever guide the way. Beyond stars, beyond time. Beloved adventurers of the cosmos, as we close this chapter of our celestial journey, we're reminded that every tale, every echo of the past, has a purpose in our present. If the chronicles of Arion and the Starborn have resonated with you, please grace us with a thumbs up. Your enthusiasm fuels our tales, and if you wish to be part of more starlit stories, do not forget to subscribe. Until our stars align again, always remember, there's a story in each of us waiting to shine. Every one of us is a tale, waiting to be told. Farewell, and may the stars guide you.